Hi students, welcome to the lesson. This is actually continuation of the chapter 5. So far I have completed continuity and problems related to continuity. Then I have also started differentiation of composite function and chain rule. I have completed a lot of questions on chain rule also. The next concept, that is derivative, is the derivative of implicit function. Therefore, in this lesson, let us try to understand how to find the derivative of implicit function. But before that, we should also know what do we mean by implicit function. Let us consider a function x plus y minus 3 equal to 0. So this is a straight line, you know this. Now, the speciality of this function which is written in the left side is both x and y are left side only. But this can be written like this: y equal to minus x plus 3. That is, y is expressed in terms of x only. Take one other example: x square plus y square minus 25 equal to 0. Once again, this can be written as y equal to square root of 25 minus x square. So once again, the variable y is expressed in terms of x alone. So this type of expression is called explicit form. Explicit form. Now look at this one: x square plus y square plus xy equal to 100. This you cannot separate. That is, y cannot be expressed in terms of x alone. So there are two types of functions. In some function, the variable y can be expressed in terms of x alone, but there are some functions where it is not possible. So this type of functions are called implicit functions. So this is the meaning of implicit function. Now let's try to define. So what is implicit function and what is explicit function? A function f of x y equal to 0 is called explicit function if y can be expressed explicitly in terms of x. I have given already the example. Same example you can take. X plus y minus 3 equal to 0 can be written as y equal to minus x plus 3. Explicit form: x square plus y square minus 25 equal to 0 can be written as y equal to square root of 25 minus x square. So once again it is explicit form. So this type of functions are called explicit functions. Now what is implicit function? So definition is this: a function f of xy equal to 0 is called implicit function if y cannot be expressed explicitly in terms of x. So the same example you can take: x square plus y square plus xy equal to 100. This cannot be expressed, y cannot be expressed here in terms of x. So that's the meaning. So this is the difference between explicit and implicit function. Now let us try to understand how to differentiate a given implicit function and what is the technique. Method: differentiate the given implicit function f of xy with respect to x. That's all. Here there is no separate formula or anything. Whatever we have studied already, that is sufficient. It's only a technique. Let us try to understand this with the example. Say find dy by dx. If x plus y plus xy equal to 2, strictly speaking, this is not an implicit function. Here actually we can write y in terms of x. But the method of implicit differentiation we can use even for explicit function also. That is very important. Now let us try to find dy by dx like this. What you have to do is differentiate both sides with respect to x. So given function is x plus y plus xy equal to 2. Differentiate left side as well as right side. So and apply all the rules which you have studied already. So use first addition rule. Say d by dx of x, then d by dx of y plus d by dx of xy. This will be equal to 0 right hand side because differentiation of 2 is 0. Now simplify, that's all. So the first one, it is 1. Second one is dy by dx is dy by dx only. Third one, here you should be careful. You have to use product rule. Let me explain this one. X and y both are variables. Therefore, what you have to do is take x as the first function, differentiate it, keep y as it is. Then differentiate y, keep x as it is, product rule. And this will be equal to 0. Now, what you have to do is you have to simplify further. That's all. 1 plus dy by dx plus y 1 into y because d by dx of x is 1. Then plus dy by dx into x, this equal to 0. Now what you have to do is separate the terms like this: 1 plus y plus dy by dx plus dy by dx into x. That means terms containing dy by dx you have to make together, keep together. All other terms you have to separate. So that is the idea. Now the next simplification we can do like this. See, 1 plus x, that means take dy by dx outside. Simultaneously you can take 1 plus y which is in the left hand side to the right hand side, so that it becomes minus of 1 plus y. Now what we are asked is find dy by dx. Therefore dy by dx will be equal to minus 1 plus y divided by 1 plus x. So this is the method. Now let us take exercise 5.3. There are only a few questions. I think I have taken all the questions except one or two. So let us do it. First example, find dy by dx if 2x plus 3y equal to sin x. So what we have to do is differentiate 2x plus 3y equal to sin x both sides. So d by dx of 2x plus 3y, this will be equal to d by dx of sin x. And now use the differentiation rule. First one, d by dx of 2x plus d by dx of 3y. This equal to right side it is cos x, differentiation of sin x. Now so 2, because 2 is constant, comes out, d by dx of x is 1. Then plus second 3 you can take out, then dy by dx, this equal to cos x. Now what you have to do is, we are interested in finding dy by dx. Therefore simplify. Dy by dx will be equal to cos x minus 2 divided by 3. So this is the answer. Next example, example 2. Find dy by dx if 2x plus 3y equal to sin y. Instead of cos x here, it is sin y. So that is the only difference. So differentiating both sides, method is same. 2x plus 3y equal to sin y, both sides we get d by dx of 2x plus 3y will be equal to d by dx of sin y. Now rule is same once again. So this is d by dx of 2x plus d by dx of 3y. This equal to differentiation of sin y is cos y. But remember, we are differentiating this with respect to y. Therefore what you have to do is into dy by dx we have to write. This is chain rule actually. Now simplify. 2 into 1 actually plus 3 into dy by dx. This will be equal to cos y into dy by dx. Therefore what you have to do is, we can simplify like this. Dy by dx, cos y into dy by dx you can take left side, and 2 you can take right side. So this is the next step. Now what is asked is dy by dx. Therefore write dy by dx equal to minus 2 by 3 minus cos y. Of course if you want you can also change the sign. 2 by cos y minus 3 also you can write. So that is left to you. So this is the answer. Let us go to the next question. Example 3. Find dy by dx if ax plus by square equal to cos y. A and b are constants here. Differentiating ax plus by square cos y both sides. So d by dx of ax plus by square equal to d by dx of cos y, that is d by dx of ax plus d by dx of by square equal to minus sin y into dy by dx. Once again, here you should be careful. Right side d by dx of cos y is d by dy of cos y into dy by dx, and therefore it is minus sin y into dy by dx. Now left side, first one there is no difficulty, it is a only, because d by dx of x is 1. But how do you differentiate d by dx of by square? Look here, what you have to do is 2b, b is constant, comes out. Differentiation of y square is 2y. Then we have to write dy by dx. Chain rule once again. This equal to minus sin y dy by dx. Therefore d 2by plus sin y into dy by dx equal to minus a. So the a which is in the left side you have to take right side. Now what is dy by dx therefore? So what you have to do is Therefore, dy by dx equal to minus a by 2by plus sin y. So this is the answer. Next, example 4. Only a few examples are given. Therefore, I have taken almost all examples. Xy plus y square equal to tan x plus y. Once again, method is same. Differentiating both sides with respect to x. Therefore, what happens? D by dx of xy plus y square. This will be equal to d by dx of tan x plus y. Left side. So, d by dx of xy plus d by dx of y square. This equal to d by dx of tan x plus dy by dx. Now, in the first one, bracket xy, product rule, we have done this already. So, what you have to do is y into dx by dx plus x into dy by dx plus how to differentiate d by dx of y square. This will be 2y into dy by dx equal to right side secant square x plus dy by dx. Now, same thing, whatever term contains dy by dx, that you have to take to left side. That's all. Therefore, now y, of course, d by dx of x is 1. Therefore, y plus x into dy by dx plus 2y into dy by dx minus equal to secant square x plus dy by dx. So, now separate them. So, 2x plus 2y minus 1 into dy by dx will be equal to secant square x minus y. So, what I have done is dy by dx terms I have taken together. So, one is x, another one is 2y in the left side. Right side dy by dx is there, that you have to take to left side. So, it becomes minus 1. So, and y I have shifted to right side. Therefore, now last simplification is dy by dx equal to secant square x minus y divided by x plus 2y minus 1. So, this is the answer. Next question. Find dy by dx if x square plus xy plus y square equal to 100. So, same thing, differentiate both sides with respect to x. This is the starting point always. This equal to d by dx of 100. Then once again use the addition rule, d by dx of x square, d by dx of xy, d by dx of y square, this equal to 100. Now the first one is 2x plus second one is d by dx of xy. Actually first term d by dx of x is not even necessary, because directly d by dx of x square is 2x only, but I have written d by dx of x, it is not necessary actually, plus 2y equal to 0. Next one, it is 2x, then plus y into dx by dx plus x into dy by dx, that is product rule. Then here in the last term it is chain rule, 2y into dy by dx, this equal to 0. Now what you have to do once again, so this will be equal to 2x plus y plus x into dy by dx plus 2y into dy by dx, this equal to 0. So there are two terms which contain dy by dx and two terms are independent of dy by dx. Therefore, now rearrange them, that's all. X plus 2y into dy by dx equal to minus 2x plus y, that is shifting 2x plus y right hand side. Now last simplification is dy by dx equal to minus of 2x plus y divided by x plus 2y. So this is the final answer. So this is example 5. Next, example 6. Find dy by dx. Of course, this example is also same, but only thing is it contains more terms. Therefore, I have taken. So, differentiating x cube plus x square y plus xy square plus y cube equal to 81. It's a very lengthy simplification. So, what you have to do? Differentiation of x cube plus x square y plus xy square plus y cube equal to right side d by dx of 81. Even there also you can write equal to 0. Then now first thing is separate them using the addition rule, d by dx of x cube, d by dx of x square y, d by dx of xy square, then d by dx of y cube, this equal to 0. So even here also 0 you should have written, but I have written d by dx of 81 only. Now first one is 3x square, you know that one. Then plus second one, what you have to do is you have to use carefully product rule. So here it is better to write them separately using all the steps, otherwise there may be a chance of error. So then plus same thing, say a third term also you have to use product rule. Y square as it is d by dx of x plus x as it is d by dx of y square plus then 3y square last, that is fourth term, into dy by dx. This will be equal to 0. So now once again first simplify 3x square, then second one is it is 2x d by dx of x square plus x square as it is dy by dx plus y square only d by dx of x is 1 plus x into 2y into dy by dx plus 3y square dy by dx, this equal to 0. Now you check how many terms contain dy by dx. So there are exactly 3 terms which contain dy by dx. All other terms you have to take to the right side. Therefore simplification we can do like this: 3x square plus 2xy plus x square, then y square into then 2xy into dy by dx plus 3y square dy by dx equal to 0. Now you separate them, that is 3x square plus 2xy plus y square, they are independent of dy by dx, so write them together. Then whatever term contains dy by dx, those terms you can separate like this, that is 3y square plus 2xy plus x square dy by dx, this equal to 0. Last step is writing only dy by dx, that is this will be equal to minus of 3x square plus 2xy plus y square divided by 3y square plus 2xy plus x square. So this is the final answer. So implicit function is not actually difficult, but only thing is it is very lengthy, because simplification you should be very careful. Next example, differentiate, find dy by dx if sine square y plus cos xy equal to k. So same method once again, both sides you have to differentiate. D by dx of sine square y plus cos xy equal to k. D by differentiation of left side equal to differentiation of right side. Now once again addition rule: d by dx of sine square y plus d by dx of cos xy equal to 0. K is constant. Now you have to be careful. How to differentiate d by dx of sine square y? It is 2 sine y into cos y into dy by dx, chain rule. Then similarly plus here it is minus sine xy, then what you have to do is d by dx of xy, this equal to 0. Now what you have to do is only one simplification is remaining. D by dx of xy you have to simplify carefully. So 2 sine y cos y can be written as sine 2y dy by dx plus minus sine xy, keep as it is, then put a bracket because minus is outside, then use the chain rule here: y into d by dx of x plus x into dy by dx of y, this equal to 0. Now that is sine 2y dy by dx plus minus sine xy, then y plus x into dy by dx equal to 0. Now the last one is simplify by removing the bracket. So this you can write, see, sine 2y and then minus x, then sine xy. These two terms contain dy by dx, therefore I have separated it, and then minus sine xy, y into minus sine xy, this will be 0. Now last step is simplification, that is writing only dy by dx. So dy by dx will be equal to y sine xy, that you have to take right side, then divide by sine 2y minus x sine xy. So this is the answer. So thank you for watching this lesson. Hope you have understood the concept of implicit differentiation. If you have subscribed, it is well and good. Otherwise, please subscribe and watch all the lessons and share with your friends. I'm of course sorry for delay in uploading the lesson. This is because I'm also simultaneously uploading CET and other lessons. because some students requested me, no sir, it is the time to prepare for CET, please upload the lessons on CET. Therefore now I am giving priority for CET, but whatever remaining topics also definitely I'll be uploading. At least during revision it will help you. So please watch all the lessons and encourage me so that I can improve myself and upload better and better lessons. Therefore once again I request you to subscribe and share with your friends, so that it will be an encouragement for me, so that it will be a motivation for me to go with more and more quality lessons. Let us meet in the next lesson with the remaining portion also, that is in differentiation of inverse trigonometric functions and substitution using inverse trigonometric functions. So that will be the next lesson. Till then, bye, take care.